It's a little bit scary, to be honest, to tell you that some leaders can't figure out the difference between being self-absorbed and being self-aware. Self-aware is a good thing. You want to be self-aware, even if it's on a negative scale, while self-absorbed is making it all about you, and you don't have any clue, particularly about some of the negative things that are happening in your leadership, the blind spots. So let's break this down a little bit, because we really need to be self-aware. And as leaders, we need to understand we're there to help others and be less self-absorbed. But let's talk a little bit about this self-absorbed. What does it look like? Let me give you 3 points for each. Number one, leaders that are self-absorbed usually seek attention instead of impact. They need to be affirmed. They need to be appreciated. They need constant positive feedback. They need to hear how wonderful and how great they are and how it was their idea. And at some point, it becomes a little bit nauseating, to be honest with you. Number two, they lack perspective, particularly the need to see the big picture, the need to see the people that are around them, the needs of the people themselves. They just have their own lens, their own vision, their own idea, and they can't see beyond themselves. That's what makes them self-absorbed. The third thing is that they do everything to protect their image instead of producing growth and looking for growth. And if you're going to have high emotional intelligence, you need to be self-aware. You need to see those blind spots within your leadership. And by the way, we all have them. We all have weaknesses and we all have strengths, but self-absorbed leaders, they only focus on strengths. They only multiply it. And all they're interested in is looking good. Whether they're right or wrong, doesn't matter. They just want to look good, not only in the meeting, they want to look good online, in life, and they're even posting about it. It's pathetic at times, to be quite clear. So let's talk a little bit about self-aware leaders. Well, self-aware leaders, they know themselves. They understand their triggers. They understand their frustrations. They understand where they need to grow and develop. And many times they'll be very open. They'll communicate their shortcomings openly. They're very conscientious of it. They understand themselves. And by the way, they prepare. I talk about this in another video where I talk about the 4 quadrants of preparation. Because they know themselves, they will prepare so that they can execute at a higher level. Number two, maybe the most important thing today is they know how to self-regulate. They know how to control their emotions. They know how to control their vocabulary, their thoughts. They understand that when they're about to react, maybe they need to excuse themselves, go for a walk, bounce some things off of trusted people. They understand that they need to calm themselves down before they just spout off or, retaliate. There's a good word, retaliate, based on what is happening around them, particularly when people are obstinate, difficult, even unreasonable. Number three, they adjust for the benefit of others. That's right, my friends. If you're going to be a self-aware leader, sometimes you need to take the high road, and taking the high road means maybe you need to humble yourself. Maybe you need to take the loss in the battle so that you can ultimately win the war and win people and win customers, whatever it may be. But when you have leaders that only see their own benefits and only understand things in a winning and losing scenario, you're not going to do well. So you need to look for the benefit of others. This is where a book called Good to Great, I believe it's Dave Collins, if my memory serves. Dave Collins, the book Good to Great. Within it, he talks about leaders that understand the benefit of others. That's what takes organizations from being good to being truly great. So there you have it. I'm sure in some way, shape, or form, we are all self-absorbed. I trust that as we are becoming more impactful leaders, that side of the equation is actually becoming lower. And the other side about self-awareness is actually increasing within your leadership.